Hi, what's crack? Not that type of crack. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. And today is going to be another chat video, but not like the other one. And if you haven't seen that, check it out. So, anyway, this is kind of a more serious video. You know, we're getting into the serious topics. So, I was on Twitter the other day, and I came across this tweet. No, serious. I came across this tweet where Dave Brown, Dave from Boy in a Band, if you don't know him, he's a YouTuber. He tweeted a KeemStar tweet, and the KeemStar tweet was, oh my god, I can't speak English. Drugs are for losers. Demi should have said that in her statement. Not addiction is an illness. That makes it sound like there's no choice, but there was a choice. You came out of the womb. You didn't come out of the womb with a crack pipe. At some point, you made a bad choice and did drugs. Don't be a loser. So there was some there was some people like, you're ignorant, you're stupid. Then there was other people that were like, oh, Keem, yes, Keem. And I want to talk about, well, this is my opinion, this is in fact, so don't go off and crazy at me, okay, before I get, okay. So, some tweets was, with the fact that she thought she had a choice, she thought she could stop at any moment, but her brain rewards and motivate systems is completely screwed up, which is called addiction and is a life-threatening illness. You can fight the neurological science behind it. Then someone else puts in, I don't know why there is even a debate. There is an actual fact that addiction is a mental illness. This is an argument that global warming doesn't exist. This is like the argument global warming doesn't exist. I just wish people could look up and research about addiction. There's a few others. So, my opinion. I had this all when I was looking up this. I was like, I have this all. I know what I'm gonna say, and now it's gone. So, my opinion is, yes, it's kind of both. And Mikey from Diamond Gore said that she doesn't always stick up for KeemStar because he does. No offense, Keem. Sorry. You don't make favors for yourself, but I think he worded it in a bad way. I think instead of saying, listen, it is an illness, but at the same time you do have a choice. But it is kind of both. You choose to take drugs and then you get addicted. But the whole point is, for my opinion, I don't think people know how bad it is until they actually do it. Like Dave said, which he pro-tweeted, that some people are more sensitive than others. So some people could smoke weed and they could be like, oh, fine. Then other people's like, I need it all the time. So I think that's one of the reasons, because nobody knows. Some people are more sensitive than others. Not just that, but I feel like you're naive. I feel like you're like, that won't happen to me. Like, that's crazy. That won't happen to me. Like, it's me. Like, and they probably think, oh, well, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. All those other people, nah, that won't happen to me. And there's obviously different reasons for taking drugs. One is like being naive and curious. Also, Demi was a young girl. She had stress, so she wasn't really thinking, is she gonna get addicted? She was just like, okay, this will stop anything. And then a couple of years down the line, she's like, oh, I have an addiction, but you don't know that. Then you're just like, oh, whatever. So yeah, it is a choice to take the drugs, but you have to see where they're coming from. They don't think it's an addiction. If people are like open mind and they weren't like sad or depressed or just in a bad area where they would take it, they would think twice about going, okay, no, I can't do that, I'll end up being addicted. They're like, oh, this will stop, and they don't think of the bad consequences until after the fact. You know what I mean? And yeah, there was some people that are like, oh, it's stupid. It is an illness. like addiction is an illness, it's like a disease. There was someone and they were like, oh well, it's kind of like diabetes. You kind of choose to live unhealthy lifestyle. Same again, nobody thinks about that, and they get to a point where they're like, oh, or they abuse it to the point where like drink, right? I don't know, but most people when they drink, they're not addicted. But then when you abuse that, and you're like, okay, every time I'm sad I'll drink, every time I'm happy I'll drink, then you're dependent because you aren't communicating or been like, hey, I need help. You're going to drink. So every time something bad happens, drink. Or it can get like harder. Like obviously the whole, oh well, you know, one drug doesn't lead to another, that's your choice, but like at the same time they don't know that. So you could be like drinking and then you could be like, I want something harder, and then you're like on heroin and then you're like, oh no, what have I done? So I see where Keem's coming from, like the whole, oh it's a choice, but the way he worded it, but you know, we don't know. He could have had some family members or even himself that's addicted, that's just really angry. Because it's a sensitive topic. You have to say that, it's a sensitive topic. So yeah, he worded it very badly, and I think you shouldn't take away that it's still an illness. Yeah, you choose it, but it's an illness, and you also have to look at the fact why you chose this. Some people are more like, when someone give me like weed or cocaine or I'd be like, no, because I'd be addicted. But other people, they don't think about that, especially now weed is like whatever but like cocaine or whatever. And I think these SoundCloud rappers, I'm like, oh, I just smoked a few like crack and I done some like cocaine, they think it's all cool. So then these kids are like, oh, okay. And if you're not educated, you don't know, you're like, oh, this is cool, you get high, and then you're taking this stuff and then you're like, oh no, you chose that. But sometimes you don't know the consequences, or you're not in that mental stability to know the consequences. Just leave your opinions down in the comments below. And that is all. Good luck, goodbye, and peace to all you people. And I will see you in a brand new video on Friday. I'm getting good at this, guys. I'm getting good. Bye.
Won't you rub your finger?